last session we have seen the types of matrices, in which we have seen the row matrix. A matrix in which only one row is there is called a row matrix. A matrix in which one column is there only, that is called the column matrix. Square matrix, a matrix in which the number of rows and number of columns are equal, is called a square matrix. After that one, the diagonal matrix, a matrix in which the non-diagonal, all the non-diagonal elements are 0, that is called the diagonal matrix. And the scalar matrix means a diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are equal. For example, we have seen the diagonal matrix 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2. So this is the diagonal matrix. So in this way, in this case, the diagonal elements are equal, and therefore this is a scalar matrix. So this is the scalar matrix of order 3. The diagonal matrix means only the diagonal elements are there, non-diagonal elements are 0. But at that time, in the case of diagonal matrix, these elements are not necessary that they are equal. So this is a scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which the diagonal elements are equal. Now today we have to see the next one, that is the identity matrix. Type number 6, that is the identity matrix. A matrix in which the scalar matrix or the diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are equal to 1 is called a identity matrix. A matrix in which a diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements equal to 1 is called identity matrix. For example, A is equal to or I is equal to, identity matrix is denoted by I. If you can write I2, that is the identity matrix of order 2. So this can be represented as 1 0 0 1. You can see the diagonal elements are equal to 1. So this is the identity matrix of order 2. Now the I3, that can be written as 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is the identity matrix of order 3. Identity of matrix of order 1 can also be represented as the 1, only 1. So this is a identity matrix of order 2, that is 1 0 0 1. Identity matrix of order 3, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. And identity matrix of order 1 is 1. Now after that one, there is a last type, that is the zero matrix. A matrix in which all the elements are 0. A matrix in which all the elements are 0 is called zero matrix. For example, zero matrix is denoted by O. So this is a zero matrix of order 2. This can be represented like this one. Or zero matrix of order 3 can be written as 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Means all the elements in a matrix are the 0, then it is called the zero matrix. So it is denoted by the O. So these are the types of matrices. Now we have to see the next topic, that is the equality of matrices. Equality of matrix. Equality of matrices. For example, if let A and B, let A is equal to Aij and B is equal to Bij, are two matrices of same order, then they are equal if first one, the two matrices A is equal to Aij and B is equal to Bij are of the same order. Then the two matrices are equal if they are of the same order. First one is if they are of the same order. And the second one is all the elements of matrix A, elements of matrix A is equal to corresponding elements of matrix B. At that time we can say that the matrix A and B are equal, and it is denoted as A is equal to B. Matrix A is equal to matrix B. For example, see the example of the two equal matrix. Let A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, and B is also the matrix 2, 3, 5, 6. So these two matrices are equal. A is equal to B. We can say that these two matrices are equal because they are of the same order. The order of this matrix is 2, order of this matrix is also 2. So, and all the corresponding elements are equal, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6. So these two matrices are equal. Later you have to consider that P is equal to say 2, 3, 5, 6, and Q is equal to 3, 2, 5, 6. So here you can see that these the corresponding elements are not equal, 2 and here 3 and 2 here. So here you can see that P is not equal to Q. The matrix P and Q are not equal. In the case of here, you can see that these two matrices are equal, but here these two matrices are not equal. Similarly, if you can see that the matrix A is equal to say X, Y, Z, W, and B is equal to 5, 6, 8, 9. If A is equal to B, this implies X is equal to 5, Y is equal to 6, Z is equal to 8, and W is equal to 9. So these two matrices A and B are equal, therefore their corresponding elements are equal. So X and 5 are equal. Similarly, Y and 6 are equal. Z is equal to 8 and W is equal to 9. So these are about the equality of the two matrices. So you can see in the exercise, you can see that in the first exercise, you have to see that how to find the number of order of a matrix. If a matrix A is there, matrix A is given, A is equal to 1, 5, 7, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 6, 8, 9. Now you can see that what is the order of this matrix. You can see that there are how many rows? There are 3 rows and number of columns is 4. So order of matrix A, order of matrix A is equal to 3 by 4. First we can write the row, number of rows, and we can write the number of columns. So this is the order of the matrix A is then the number of elements. How many number of elements this matrix have? So you can see that there are 3 rows and 4 columns. So number of elements in matrix A, number of elements in matrix A is equal to 12. After that one, the number of elements in matrix A is how many elements? 12. 3 into 4, that is 12. If you can say that what is the element say 1, 4 represent? Element 1, 4 represent which element? So you can see that in this A11, A12, A13, A14. So A14 represent 2. A14 is represented as 2. Then if you can write A31. So what is the A31? A31 you can see that this is the A11, A21 in this way. This is the A31, A32, A33, A44. So this is the A11, A11, A21, A31. So A31 is the element 1. If you want to write A23, A23, this element is 4. You can see that A21, A22, A23. So A23 represent 4. So in this way we can say that we can write the order of matrix, the number of elements in a matrix, and we have to denote the A14, A31, A23 in this way. We can denote any element in the given matrix. Similarly, if the matrix having let the matrix having 8 elements. Let the matrix having 8 elements, then what are the possible order pair? Possible order we have to represent by the matrix A. The matrix having 8 elements. So we know that the matrix having m rows and n column has mn elements. So here there are 8 elements. So the possible order of the matrix is 1 by 8, because the factors of 8 is 1 into 8, then or 8 into 1, or 2 into 4, or 4 into 2. So these are the possible orders of the matrix having 8 elements. So this matrix you have to denote like this one. Let the matrix is having A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So this is the, see here there are how many elements? This is the row 1 and the column 8. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So you can see that there are 1 row only, and there are how many columns? 8 columns are there. So this is the matrix of order 1 by 8, and the total number of elements in the matrix is 8. So in this way we can denote the 8 by 1 means we have to denote it by row matrix. Similarly, we can write the 2 rows and 4 columns. You can write any elements. In this way, if the matrix having 8 elements, so we can the possible order pairs are this one: 1 by 8, 8 by 1, 2 by 4, and 4 by 2. If the matrix having 13 elements, how we can represent this? What are the possible orders of this one? So here the 13 having only two factors, 1 into 13 and 13 into 1. So these are only the possible order here of the matrix, 1 by 13 or 13 by 1. So these are the possible order pairs. Now you can see the next example. If the matrix is denoted as say we have to construct a matrix of order 3 by 4 matrix. If Aij is equal to half of Aij is equal to half of the mod of minus 3i plus j. So we have to write a matrix having a order 3 by 4. 3 by 4, this we have to denote the matrix as 3 by 4. So we have to write the matrix A like this one. Matrix A which are having 3 rows and 4 columns. So that is A11, A12, A13, A14. Then A21, A22, A23, A24. Then A31, A32, A33 and A34. So this matrix is having how many elements? This matrix having 12 elements, 3 rows and 4 columns. You can see that the first number denotes the number of rows and the second number shows the number of columns. So this matrix we have to write. So we have to find out the value of A11 from this given expression. Aij is equal to half of minus 3i plus j. So A11, that is I and j both are equal to 1. So half into mod of minus 3 into 1 plus 1, that is half into minus 3 plus 1. Minus 3 into 1 means minus 3, plus 1 means minus 2. So you can see that the mod of this one is half into 2. So this will be 1. So the A11 is 1. Similarly, you can find the A12. A12 here you can say that the value of I is 1 and j is 2. So half into minus 3 into 1 plus 2. So in this way half into minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1, and the mod of that one is positive, so 1 by 2. So in this way you can find out all the elements. When we can find out the A31, you can take I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 1, and you can find all the elements of matrix A, and you have to denote this matrix A like this one, which are having the element 1, then 1 by 2. In this way you can find out all the values and you can find out the matrix A. So in this way you can solve the exercise first exercise 3.1. You can see that the last question of this exercise, the number of possible matrices of order 3 by 3 with each entry is 0 or 1. Means we have to represent the matrix 3 by 3 with the elements 0 and 1. So how many matrices are there? Number of matrices we have to find out. So here we have to represent the number 0 and 1 only, and we have to make a matrices of 3 by 3 like this one. You can see that it is like this one, 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0. In this way you can represent the how many ways we have to represent the matrix of order 3 by 3, order 3. So there are so many ways. So there are two elements, 0 and 1 is there, and we have to represent 3 by 3 means there are 9 elements. So there are 2 raised to 9, because 0 and 1 there are 2 elements and total number of elements in that matrix is 9. So 2 raised to 9 means 512 matrices we can form by this element 0 and 1. Means we have to form a 512 matrices which are having the 0 and 1 and the order 3 by 3. So the total number of matrices we can form is 512. So thank you.